Lone Wolf Fireworks lighting up the sky here tonight as we bring to you the A main for the Cool Kids Ice and Water CorrPAK merchandising sprint cars. White flag comes out on the field. Next time by, we'll go green flag racing, 20 laps for the Cool Kids Ice and Water CorrPAK merchandising sprint cars. Joe Trenka, Mitch Brown on the front row. Kyle McKenzie is ready to turn them loose. He's got the double greens in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation.
Joe Trenka leads the field into corner number 1, but it's Mitch Brown that leads them out of turn number 2. The number 10 machine diving underneath the Mucci Motorsports number 98, then takes the top line around the turns 3 and 4 to lead lap number 1.
So at the front of the field, it's downtown Mitch Brown. He hasn't spent a lot of time there this year, has really struggled in the Burger Bar number 10, but here he is at the front of the field. Trenka's second. Howland right now going at it side by side for the moment with Chuck Hebing. Hebing tucks back in line.
Trenka using that outside lane to hold on to the second spot, but here comes flying Brian Howland, the number 51 machine, challenging him in the bottom lane of the racetrack. Howland in the bottom through turns 3 and 4, trying to drift up in front of Trenka off of turn number 4, but the Mucci Motorsports number 98 machine continues to run in that runner-up spot, and now the Cobra Chuck Hebing is up to 4th.
Sometime will be lap number 4 on the board for downtown Mitch Brown. A victory tonight would really feel good for the Brantford driver who struggled since clinching the championship 1 year ago here at Ohsweken. Trenka now feels the heat from Brian Howland into 3.
Howland got his best run off of turn number 2 there and into corner number 3, sliding up in front of Trenka. Good slide job there from Brian Howland to take over the second spot here on lap number 5.
To put Howland into second and Trenka, problems for him. He'll take the car into the pit area. Joe Trenka into the pit lane entrance in corner number 2. So he goes from the penthouse to the outhouse very quickly.
Self-break for Joe Trenka. That'll move the number 45 of Chuck Hebing up into the third spot. Dylan Westbrook running in 4th. And then Jake Brown, the 5th place car right now in that little Ben 110. But it's all Mitch Brown out in front of the field right now. 2.6 seconds. His advantage over Brian Howland's number 51.
Downtown Mitch Brown works around John Burbridge Jr. now, and this time I will complete lap number 8. Brown is your leader. Second place right now is flying Brian Howland. At the line for third, it's the Cobra Chuck Hebing feeling pressure from Dylan Westbrook. 4th. 5th is the 97 of Corey Turner, but he just got passed by Jake Brown, so put Turner back to 6th. 7th is Mikey Krutchka. 8th is Jim Hoopin, and 9th right now is Sean Slider, and 10th is Ryan Turner.
Westbrook getting by Hebing last time off of turn number 2 and now pulling away for him for that third position. Brown and Turner exchanging slide jobs for that 5th position. Turner coming back at him into corner number 3, and now troubles for the 47X of Westbrook. He's off the pace, and the caution flag is going to wave at the halfway mark of this Cool Kids CorrPAK 360 Sprint Car feature for the second time tonight. Dylan Westbrook rolling to a slow and perhaps a stop here in turn number 1. Not good news, Greg.
This is the night you dread as the point leader. Problems in the first feature, motor change, and here he is. He was battling inside the top 5, and the 47X will go straight to the pit area. Problems again for Dylan Westbrook. He's been so strong, but it goes to show you can have all the wins. If you don't have the consistency, it can eat you up, and right now I'm going to wager a guess that Jim Hoopinen may come out as the point leader by the end of the night.
I'd say it's at the very least possible. If not, he's going to be within 5 or less, I would think, in that 14H machine. And Wow, just shocking. The consistency for Dylan Westbrook so far this year is that he has been consistently in victory lane almost every single.
The 0-1 of Mikey Krutchka and that 14 of Jim Hoopinen. You're licking your chops right now because you came in trailing Dylan Westbrook, and now you've got a great chance to gather up a bunch of points. What does all this mean? It means the next 2 weeks are going to be phenomenally exciting in this division because we're going to have 5 cars going for the championship with 2 races to go.
So Mitch Brown is the leader as we get set to come back to green. Brian Howland in the 51 is second. The 6 of Curtis Gartley and the 21 of John Burbridge Jr. are lap cars left in lines of the third place runner. The 45 of Chuck Hebing, the 97 of Corey Turner, and the 110 of Jake Brown, the top 5 as we come back to green.
Brian Howland right on the tail tank of Mitch Brown heading down into corner number 1. He's got this chance to reel in the leader with that yellow flag, and here he is. He closes the gap on downtown. Mitch Brown looks to the inside.
Here's Howland off of corner number 4 to the race lead. Flying Brian Howland leads off of corner number 4 on lap number 11. Brown not going away, though, coming back at him on the bottom, but Howland pulling away down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he'll set sail and clear him by about 3 car lengths now as that gap widens. Brian Howland will lead lap number 12. Brown in second. Third right now at the line is going to be Corey Turner in the 97, just narrowly over the Cobra. Chuck Hebing. Then it's Jake Brown back there in position 5. 6 through 10 is Krutchka, Hoopinen, Gartley, Burbridge, Slider, and Turner. Ryan Turner.
Turner trying a slide job there on the Cobra. Chuck Hebing in turn number 4. Got it to stick up the top side of the racetrack, but Hebing turned it back underneath him to hold on to that third spot. Turner already has a feature win here tonight, trying to get on the podium. That's going to be difficult to do as Jake Brown getting by the 97 machine and shuffles Turner back to the 5th position.
So Brian Howland will work it off of corner 4, sees the lap car of Cole McDonald in front of him with 5 laps left to go. Mitch Brown in second, then it's Cobra. Chuck Hebing right now running in third. Jake Brown and Corey Turner having a great battle right now for 4th and 5th.
What a strong run for flying Brian Howland in the number 51 machine, who has just 4 laps to go and has a convincing 3.3 second advantage over Mitch Brown's number 10. Looks like a full straightaway on the racetrack right now, but Howland's going to have a little bit of slower traffic to deal with before this one's over. 3 laps to go now for the 51.
Great battle continuing on for that 4th and 5th spot. Jake Brown, Corey Turner back and forth, sliding in front of one another as Jake Brown right now holds down 4th. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, this time by, it's 2 laps to go for Brian Howland.
Howland working through the slower traffic quite well so far, has 2 cars racing side by side in front of him. We'll see what he can do as he comes to the white flag, this time off of corner number 4. Convincingly ahead of Mitch Brown's number 10, who's dealing with Chuck Hebing for that runner-up position. White flag is out for Howland as he works off of corner number 2, and now Howland bobbling and out of shape. Howland slowing in turn number 2. The race leader's off the pace in corner number 2. Mitch Brown racing by him, and the caution flag is going to wave as the white flag came out. Wow.
So Brian Howland will come to a rest on the back stretch in the Phil Trek Corporation Alaska Restaurant number 51. He's climbing out of the car. So the new leader is downtown Mitch Brown. That's why it's 20 laps, not 19. Mitch Brown, your new leader, over Chuck Hebing, Jake Brown 3rd, Corey Turner 4th, and Mikey Krutchka up to 5th.
Well, guys,
Howland.
Problems for Brian Howland on the back straightaway, limping around. I got to wonder if maybe the torque tube came apart in the car, which is basically like a drive shaft, goes right through the cockpit. Must have whacked him in the ankle as he is out, and that's probably what happened. The drive line getting out of the way and taking out at least the ankle here on Brian Howland.
It's been a love-hate relationship with this track with Brian Howland. Suffered some serious accidents here. In fact, had some injuries here in the past, and then the sweet win in the Canadian Sprintcar Nationals, and now losing this one on the final lap.
Well, let's talk about how the points have really closed things up. I know we were talking about in the last caution, but you're right. With Westbrook out of this one, you got Turner, Brown, and Krutchka all right there battling within a couple of points coming into tonight. All of them looking for a good finish here.
Ironically, they're all in the wrong order. Mitch Brown was the farthest out. He was 5th in points. He's the leader, and then you've got 3rd. And then the second place guy's back there in 6th spot. If they were going the other way, it'd really be tightened up. But it's going to make a mess heading into the final 2 weeks, and we love it because it's going to be a great championship fight.
One lap dash to the finish here. Mitch Brown leading the field off of corner number 2. Good job to hold off the Cobra. Chuck Hebing. Double checkered flags in the hands of starter Kyle McKenzie. One last attempt from the Cobra. Chuck Hebing. He slides up in front of Brown. Turns it underneath, and Mitch Brown picks up the feature win. The Cobra, Chuck Hebing, will take home 2nd. Corey Turner 3rd. Jim Hoopinen from 7th to 4th on the final lap. And Jake Brown rounding out the top 5. Wow, what a finish. As the Cobra, Chuck Hebing threw everything he had at Mitch Brown, but the Burger Barn number 10 able to pick up the feature win. Well, Greg Callan, we saw just about everything we could have seen in that feature race. We saw triumph, we saw heartbreak, and we saw a whole lot of slide jobs at both ends of the racetrack, and Chuck Hebing did not leave anything on the table there, taking that one to try and take that one from Mitch Brown, but it is the Burger Barn number 10 that pulls that one off.
I want to give a big thanks to Lone Wolf Fireworks, lighting up the sky. Lone Wolf Fireworks located on Highway 54 in Middleport. Check them out on Facebook and online. Lone Wolf Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of Ohsweken Speedway. Still 2 feature races left to go with Strickland GMC Crane Sprint Car Division.